Okay, morning.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We are WRME Live, Mustang, Oklahoma. I'm Carl Mingers. This is Aaron Burns. And we are episode number 169, October 23rd, 2020.
Making sure we're
First day of the really cold snap.
We're
Yeah, supposed to have our freeze this next week.
Boo. The only good thing is mosquitoes, and I'll have allergies. Downside,
Well, I don't know if it's
cold.
going to kill the mosquitoes off. They seem to be very resilient this year. So, who knows? All right.
We are live.
Lots of
Is anybody
inspections and appraisals and lots of
Closings?
real stuff going on. That's for sure. I'm a little frustrated. I love talking to people about listing their homes and stuff
Yes.
like that. And we do have a shortage out there, but we've got some folks out there over promising. Okay, yeah, we can get you 15% above what it comps at. We might be able to get 5% because of the market.
Well,
15%, that's
and we still have a thing called an appraisal. We
That's
don't
right.
know what they're going to say.
that's right.
We can go all day long and run comps all day long and say it's going to sell at 160. That's the prime spot, and we could have appraiser come back and say it's only worth 158.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
That's right. I get frustrated when I lose a listing appointment, which doesn't happen very often,
Right.
to somebody that just blows smoke. I'm a matter of fact kind of guy. I try to take as much emotion out of
Yes.
the decision as I can. And now selling your house is an emotional deal. You've got people
is
coming
very.
through your house. You may have lived in this house for 20 some years, and you've got an emotional attachment, even if you're ready to move. So there is emotion involved, but we have to break that apart and, look at the numbers.
Yes.
Look at the facts.
And
Look at the market.
And as hard it is to take on emotion, especially if it's like your parents' house or your grandparents' house or the house you grew up in, whatever the reason, we're not meaning to offend you or upset you when we're talking to you about cost or things
The
that
market
you've done.
is the market.
Right.
Okay. The market drives everything. And right now, the market's actually driving the recovery from this COVID thing.
Well, and be leery of someone that comes in there and tells you everything you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Go interview other agents, other
Well-
realtors, get a second opinion,
Right.
third opinion.
It's time to be cool. Aha! They caught you.
I did it.
Technology bit you, did it?
It got me. It got me.
Sit back, step back, and trust your gut. A lot of these things, And it's just like a used car salesman. If the deal sounds just too good to be true,
It probably
is. That's just kind of the way it is. Land around here. Whew.
Land
It's
is crazy right now.
It is getting crazy expensive. A lot of people, apparently, well, of course, we've got all the West Coast people moving in.
Yes.
We've got a lot of people moving out of the city. There's a ton of new condos downtown and stuff like that, and they're not moving quite like what they were.
Right.
Of course, at like $225 a foot, you can buy a lot of house.
Well,
for
and
that
at this
kind of-
point, you got a lot of people at home now.
Mm-hmm.
School, work, etc., whatever. They're wanting the space now.
Mm-hmm.
If it's more than two people in a condo, you're going to be like, give me room.
Yep, yeah, it's different. Commercial, it's amazing some of the stuff. Of course, everybody's waiting on this election to be over with.
Yes.
Nobody will make a decision for anything. That's a little frustrating right now. I love the commercial stuff, but the ups and downs in that reminds me of being in the oil business again.
Right.
So a little frustrating.
It is.
Well, what else is going on in your world since you're back from the great warm Florida coast?
I want to go back. It's warm.
I can imagine.
Spend my winters there. Now, let's see. Got a closing next week. Got a buyer pre-approved yesterday. Yay. So, looking for land.
Getting folks pre-approved. Has that been easier now?
More people are not questioning as much. Before they're like, well, can I just go look? And if I find a place, that's even in
If you find the place you want, you better be ready because, like the last one I listed, what was that, 3 days?
Yeah.
And,
I mean, it's crazy. You got to have that letter. You got to be pre-approved because things are going quickly. Even in the normal. Like I explained to this buyer Wednesday. I was like, even in a normal circumstance, you go in, let's say it takes you 3 or 4 days to get pre-approved just because you're having trouble getting stuff from work or whatever the reason. It could be gone in those 3 days. You're waiting for that pre-approval letter.
Right, absolutely.
Whereas if you have one, we put in the offer, they either accept it, counter, or reject it. We make the next step accordingly.
If you got your ducks in a row, though, stuff starts happening quick, and you better be ready to move.
Well, and ask, she's like, I need this, this, and this. I'm like, well, do you have a lender? She goes, well, I've been banking with here, and then she started banking. I was like, contact this lender, see what they can do to help you, because she needed some stuff that I knew that lender was very familiar with. Worked out.
Just because you've banked with a certain bank forever doesn't mean that's the best mortgage option to go. Certainly give them the opportunity because they want to keep your business. But when it comes right down to brass tacks, most of the time a mortgage broker or just a good independent mortgage guy can outmaneuver them and time. They have less internal regulations they have to mess with, so they can close on time. They can do the 21 to 30 day close compared to some of the banks. The last bank deal we worked with was almost 60 days, and you're like, in our market in today's day and age, that's forever. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and like I was telling people, sometimes mortgage lenders can do something for you that banks can't because they have different rules and guidelines just because they're a bank that a mortgage lender can go out and shop.
Well, I can tell you if I have multiple offers and I have same price, everything's pretty much the same, and I have somebody with, say, one of the top brand mortgage companies that we deal with, and the other one's with their local bank, I am going to recommend to my seller to go with this. We know this company can close 21 to 30 days, and when you're, as a seller, when you're looking at that, you're looking at another month or two of payments, utilities, insurance, and everything that can go wrong goes wrong in that period of time. You got a hailstorm comes through or whatever.
Well,
so if we can shorten that time,
it helps.
You're better off.
And we know, generally looking, if I get an FHA or VA or something and it says 30-day close, more than likely that's not going to happen. Since I've started, I've had one FHA close in 30 days.
Well, a lot of that depends on your lender also.
But
that's why I like to build big lender. But okay, then we've got train of thought just went off.
Oh no!
Yeah. Woo woo. I mean, it just went away.
The coyote got the rabbit.
Yeah, Confucius say, "Man who chased 2 rabbits catch none."
We're in trouble now.
I've been reading some Confucius stuff and a lot of different things in the morning to get prepared for the day. I can't watch the news anymore because I just get mad. I went to the doctor yesterday. Blood pressure's higher than it's ever been. They said, wow, this is unusual for you because it's always really normal. I said, well, I got up. I looked at Facebook. I got mad.
Oh, no.
I turned on the TV.
Right.
Which I shouldn't do. I watched 2 minutes of the news, and I got mad. Then I had to drive the Broadway extension with all that construction, And I drive a Land Rover, and there was more vehicles that screamed no insurance. And
Like my Jeep.
no,
Everybody gets out of my way for the
all your
Jeep.
fenders are one color, and look, it's put together. I mean, people are cutting me off. This one guy, his fender's flapping.
Oh,
and
no.
he run me basically off the road. I'm like, this is nuts. Then I get to the doctor and like, oh, your blood pressure's high. No joke. Yeah, it's just crazy.
joke.
So I must calm down. Do the yoga thing, the guru
Meditation.
thing.
I
Meditation
can't
thing.
meditate.
If I meditate, I go to sleep. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes in.
We've
We
been
probably
talking
ought to
10
start
minutes.
wrapping this
they're
up.
like, now they're talking about meditation. We're out.
Well, you got anything else before we wrap this up?
Nope. Holler if y'all need anything.
Absolutely. A
Message
lot of folks
us,
out there are
comment.
hurting, and we're short on houses. So if you're even thinking about possibly listing, now is the time.
Let us know. We'll come do a walkthrough, give you some numbers, and go
discuss
from
your
there.
options. There
Yeah.
are so many options available to people that they just don't know about, and you're not going to hear it on HGTV. That's just the way it is.
And we're going to tell you how it is.
That's right. Okay, well, we are WRME Live, Mustang, Oklahoma, where we do real life, real world real estate.